gameplay as well as their usage of the map might be the ones that are favored in this matchup.
Yeah, on the note of this team having just great team fight synergy, fun fact, Bedel was founded about 2 years ago, and 3 of their players, Faraway, Alien, and Asmo, have been on the team since they were.
As for the Yuzhong, I think that's perfectly executed. So one thing that we may expect from Bedel is that they can win fights as long as they are in it together. As long as it's a team fight that they set up, that they dictate. If they're on the pedal, I would say in this particular game, maybe they can get a chance against Blacklist International. But until then, Blacklist International with their macro gameplay as well as their usage of the map might be the ones that are favored in this matchup.
Yeah, on the note of this team having just great team fight synergy, fun fact, Bedel was founded about 2 years ago, and 3 of their players, Faraway, Alien, and Asmo, have been on the team since they were founded. So if you're talking about that team fight synergy, they've had this bond for about 2 years, right? So again, that is where they shine most, and now we're going to get straight into the draft with the Matilda and the Estes being banned already from the side of Bedel, targeting the MVP of match number 1.
Yep, the Haka-Venus strat from the TC in the Philippines ban all my Venus heroes, and I can't blame them for doing that. I do understand the Matilda ban though, as it was so instrumental in the first game.
That does give us a little bit of an idea though, right? It's not just because Matilda is just so good in every single one of these situations. It's more so because Farsa, Eve, both huge artillery mages, stands really far away, can do so much, and scales especially well into these drafting phases. The meta,
your team is banning.
Chose being the next upcoming follow-up ban. This is going to give us a little bit of a vibe. I'm assuming that it could potentially be maybe an assassin ban, but considering what Blacklist is doing, Hayabusa, Ling, it would make sense if they get rid of Lancelot, get the trio out of here.
Yeah, just taking the assassins out of the game completely again. That's what we mentioned earlier. Blacklist International, they want to play grouped up as a team. They don't want to get picked off. And these heroes, they are especially good at doing that, exactly that. So let's see, for the side of Blacklist International, will they go for the Lancelot ban, or perhaps they might just go for something else? Something like the Popo and Koopa. They've had some troubles against the Popo and Koopa before. Taking it out of the way right here against Bedel is going to be nice, but now Bedel with the response. Now that we've seen all the bans, will they still go for the Yisun shit? The trend has been negative, but do they want to break the code? You see what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did. But unfortunately, I don't think the Yisun Shin is the good choice here. Eve is available. They also put some emphasis on the Amon, so maybe they can also go for that one, and as well as the Paquitos. So many good other good heroes that don't have like the straight up direct counter. So maybe that's a priority. One footnote I want to say here is that maybe teams are really prepared against Bedel because both Malvinas as well as Blacklist, they banned Popo and Koopa against Bedel.
Your team
like Leo said, Asmo, Popo and Koopa, that's the signature hero that he's going to be leaning more towards to. But so far, we're going back to what we're used to. We're seeing the Paquito, even though there has been a little bit of his nerfs here and there. He's not going to be able to snowball out of control like we usually see him, but he does overall stay dominant in his own EXP lane. For all we know, it could be a flex pick into the jungle, but we'll have to wait and see. But I do want to talk about these 2 newer heroes that have joined in this entire roster. It's going to be Florin as well as the Amon, both of which we haven't seen yet today, but 1 ban on Amon.
I want to see Florian on Blacklist International though. Always, you know that Oh My Venus really excels in these support heroes, they're sustain heroes. So far, only not even picked or banned. There's the Rafaela and the Eve.
Alright, there you go. The Eve and the Rafaela picked up for the side of Blacklist International. So far, again, Rafaela hasn't had a good tournament so far. Still sitting at a 0% win rate, but the Eve with the 100% ban rate finally up and open for the side of Blacklist. Instantly, though, for the side of Bedel, they might look to go and counter it with the Yuzhong. We mentioned this in the second game. It was crucial to their victory, and now it is left open. One of the big, good counters towards this Eve. They might just go for the Farsa and that Yuzhong to put the cherry on top going against that Eve.
Those 2 heroes are exactly my prediction here for Bedel. It's going to be the Grok instead.
Yeah, I honestly think that the Grok is going to be a better shot because at least with the Guardian's Bulwark, you can knock her out of position and you don't have to get too close. And more importantly, they've already locked in Paquito. Unless they had an idea of throwing Paquito in towards that jungle role, I don't think Yuzhong was going to be shown this time around. But Blacklist International, the draft so far, they identified, hey, you have Paquito, if you throw Yuzhong in, it's going to start messing around with the mixture. Better to take full advantage of the situation.
Alright, so knowing Blacklist International, since Clint is already picked up, they might go for a straight up counter on this. So they will be picking up the OHIP hero. Might be somewhere along the lines of Brody or Kimi. Actually, they used that before. Kimi and Rafaela, that might be a surprise to most teams, but will not be in this case. Beatrix is also a hero that Blacklist International likes. And it's...
Your team is banished.
Honestly, it went through our heads. The Aldous
course.
was left open by Bedel. Is this a mistake? Again, Blacklist International, they can choose to flex this. It can be played by Wise, but also, you know, OHEB can use it in the gold lane as well. We haven't seen a lot of that, but it is a possibility. So taking that Aldous out of the way, getting that physical damage that they need here in their composition, it's going to be huge. Signature hero for Wise. I mentioned in my previous cast,
Your
if you
team
give
is
this man
banning.
Aldous, you will lose. But Roger will come through here by Blacklist, taking it away from Bedel. They've seen it before. They don't want to go against Faraway's Roger.
I think it's really good here. I think right now Blacklist have set themselves up with victory with the style
Your
of draft that they
team
have
is
because it
banning.
doesn't necessarily have to go on Wise. They can throw it in towards the gold lane if they want to and have Vitas make sure that he covers that side of the map, especially since you only have Grok. And honestly, Aldous doesn't mind the wave being pushed into him. He likes it, in a matter of fact. So we need to keep in mind that BDL, they need a form of aggression. They need a way to kind of steal away jungle camps and to slow down Aldous, because if the game drags on too long, it's pretty much game over for their hard marksman carries.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, man. Blacklist International, I'm quite speechless.
Your
Like,
team is
I can't
banning.
believe we forgot about Aldous, or at least I forgot about Aldous. It was picked up instantly now. The Nathan ban coming in from Coach Bonchan, just limiting the heroes for Bedel, taking
Your
it away.
team
But
is picking.
Bedel, with the Phobius ban coming in, maybe this is setting up for a pick that they want to get in the second phase.
Yeah.
Maybe perhaps a Lancelot pickup for themselves here. But I don't really like the Phobius ban as of right now. We'll see what they have planned right now with Blacklist International with the first pick in the second phase. What will they take out of the board right now? They have the Aldous, they have the Yves, they have the Rafaela. What they don't have right now is a gold laner and an XP laner. There you go.
Your
It is
team
going to
is
be
picking.
the Barrett's flex pick again.
Still flex pick because this could be a jungle Barretts, and you can also put the Aldous in the golden. So I love the mysteriousness that Blacklist International wants to have. What we know of is that
Your
okay.
team is picking.
Never mind, completely
mind.
just scratch the Phobius ban being bad. It's gonna be the debut of Fanny here at the M3 World Championships. You know, I saw in the chat, every Bedel fan was like, Paranoid, I want to see you on this Fanny. And there you have it, boys. Your wish has been granted here in the M3 World Championships. That is a ballsy pick, and I love it.
No, I love it as well. The Phobius was really a big question mark here. Were they looking for something particular that could dash around? Selena made a little bit of sense, but Keto, most of the time, would that even matter? But Fanny, and now the
That
dots
makes it.
connect.
Exactly. Now, Blacklist, knowing them, I think they'll put the Barretts into the X-Plane now, since it's a counter to the Paquito. Now that the Paquito is revealed, me can say we're going to see the jungler now, or the Gold Lane Matrix, as we predicted earlier on. It still is going to come through. As funky as this Fanny pick is for Bedel, I think the problem is there's a big, there's a big lockdown on the Todas Welcome on this Barretts that will be used by Blacklist International. However, the Fanny is a hero that most teams against Blacklist International use to counter the Ube strategy. Basically, their idea is, since the enemies are grouping up anyway, since Blacklist International wants to group up, Fanny might have unlimited, amount of cables to push out, energy to be exact, but nobody has ever been successful with a Fanny against
That's Blacklist, man. They're testing
Exactly.
people. They're saying, break the code. Do it. I dare you. And I love the fact that Bedel is willing to show up that fan favorite here, because the main problem right now in the meta, it's all about tempo here. And Fanny is the one thing that can push and pull that tempo with the steel cables. We'll see how they perform. Miracle, please take it away.
Will Fanny break the code? We'll see in the Land of Dawn right now as Bedel and Blacklist takes it to game number 3. Let's see what happens here. Paranoid obviously on the Fanny pick. Will start on the purple buff. That will give a little bit more, prediction, easy routes for the side of Blacklist International to play with. But in the early game, what Blacklist needs to do is maybe play it a little bit safer. Again, with that Fanny, extremely good here in the early game, controlling the tempo, like Gideon says. And there you go, already pushing in. Alien jumps in very aggressively, is going to get chunked, but Paranoid joins in all the way to the backside, still able to dash around. Right now, Blacklist just doesn't want to look for any fights, but maybe I'm wrong here, because it looks like Edward has rotated rotated. The Little Wanderer is going to be contested far away, joins back in and goes back out. Osmo forced to flicker away as the Little Wanderer will be collected by Wise, but maybe not for long here as again another engage happens. They are going to retreat in the end.
Oh. Look at this, Bedel. Even in the previous game, we saw how they were using Alien from the XP lane and then transitioning to the mid lane. What they do is to fast clear this XP lane, really deploy Alien right then and there to contest the jungle of Blacklist International. Unfortunately, Blacklist International was prepared for this. This is Rafaela to help out Wise. And Wise, as much as there's a little bit of delay when it comes to his jungling, now he's recovered, and now it's all even for Blacklist. Hell, it's even like Blacklist International leading by a little bit in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, I feel like Bedel overcommitted a little bit to that team fight. You know, Fanny, again, they want to look for the tempo, but already some very quote-unquote weird movements here. They're trying to target that side lane. They're trying to get the most out of that goal, but not getting that orange buff will mean that Blacklist International Wise will be able to scale quite well. The turtle is going to spawn right here, presented to you by TikTok Live. Osmo trying to clear up the way, trying to set up for the turtle fight. And Blacklist, so far, they've been able to withstand this pressure very, very well.
Wise actually finds this orange buff. It's not taken by Bedel, and this is massive. Look at this. Blacklist International will have a massive lead when it comes to the jungler. Not only that, they are using this Fanny. Oh my goodness, look at the burst though.
Yeah, Alien goes in for the kill. Will be able to pick it up onto Venus, and that's going to be the Razor First Blood. Just huge First Blood for the side of Bedel. That's exactly what they need. They've been losing out on these trades. They've been giving Wise a lot of room to farm, and that is exactly what they need to come back in this game.
Now, the real idea what you want to do against the... Oh, okay.
Hero has been
What
slain.
is going on? Paranoid
What is
going
going
ham
on?
here. Yeah, you know, the movements are so fast, the camera isn't able to catch it, but now it is going to be the turtle
Blue
taken
team
away
has slain
by
the turtle.
Alien.
What is happening, Bedel? I don't know who's the core anymore for Bedel.
Oh, but wait a minute, it's going to be Venus picked up for another time. Not just yet, though. Far away once again hesitates just a little bit, giving Venus some room. But Wise now trying to track down Paranoid. Will cancel in the last second, and that's going to be an amazing Abyssal Arrow to stop Wise in his tracks. But the Little Wanderer once again collected. Wise is still scaling like a monster. Paranoid, though, doing a very aggressive movement here, already moving up into the lane of that top side XP lane.
I can't explain this kind of movements coming up from Paranoid. The choices are... It's not like he's playing like as a jungler. He's playing like a mid lane roamer at this point. He's given the turtle buff to the XP laner. He actually took some of the EXP from the XP laner as well. And it's also not prioritizing the jungle. This is weird, but you know, if it works, it works. Bedel is actually trimming the deficit out to only 300 gold at this point.
Wait a minute, Bedel, they might have set up for a really good trade here. Haji gets picked up, forced to flicker away right there. A very good wall to ensure that flicker will be used. But in the mid lane, we see a skirmish going on, a duel happening between Paranoid and Wise. It will be Wise just backing away, going for the minions and stacking it up. So far, in the 4th minute of the game, it's going to be actually a Deathless Welcome used up for Edward. Trying to go for a duel right now. Alien and Edward in the 1v1. Has a turtle buff, so has a little bit more sustain, but in the end, Barracks, a true counter towards that Paquito. Still able to run away for now as Asmo gets beaten up quite well in the mid lane.
Let's see that Paranoid is already setting up for this one. It's so weird to see like junglers take away so many lane minions in the first 5 minutes of the game. Do take note that if you have the retribution, your rewards from gold from minions, lane minions for the first 5 minutes of the game definitely reduced. But how about that?
Red team hero has been
again,
slain.
he's just leaving his orange buff for Wise to take, but it turns out it might be a bait right here as Yunchi gets killed in the bottom side right now. Osmo goes in for some damage onto Wise. We'll be able to zone him away from the orange buff, but Blacklist International, again, they're trying to get this turret down. They are able to siege it a little bit, but in the end, it is still Bedel with the kill lead right now as of the 5th minute of the game, Gideon.
Honestly, the way that I'm looking at it, Bedel is playing a very interesting strategy, but hold your horses. OHEM might be in some trouble here.
Yeah, it's going to be Paranoid picking up a killing spree right there, and this is what you want to do with that Fanny, but I'm just surprised that Blacklist International, they haven't been able to respond to this aggression so far. They are still leading in gold, however, so if they are able to just scale up to the point where they get their power spike, it is going to be good.
Well, so far, the way that I look at it, Fanny is trying to control as much pressure on that top side, which is generally where Blacklist is supposed to be strongest, and forcing them into Clint's side. However, every single time they try to attack Clint, he doesn't need to be there. He can start farming the rest of the jungle. He's maximizing his gold everywhere he can, knowing that he won't scale for late.
Oh my goodness, man. Bedel, their answer to the code of the Blacklist International is to actually kind of be chaotic. This is like the farthest spectrum of chaotic that I have seen in competitive
Red
matches.
team
And Bedel,
has slain the turtle.
they're not getting the turtles, but at least they're getting so much gold in this map.
Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be far away going in again with the missile. Arrow is going to be able to connect. As Haji pops in the real world manipulation. Wise in a 1v1 against Paranoid right now with the help of Alien. Goes in for the knockout strike. Able to zone him away with Yushi. Going in, and that's going to be the kill. Wise picks up off the board. Oh, Heaven's next on the chopping block. It's going to be the missile arrow. Not connecting just yet. Blacklist are forced to go back, and the gold lead is slowly but surely moving to the side of Bedel with the kill pressure that they have here in the early game.
I
Blue team
can't believe
hero
what I'm
has
seeing.
been
Yeah,
slain.
well, there you go. It's going to be another death as welcome. Another fight engaged on by Edward. A lot of damage coming in for the follow-up as Oheb trying to chase him down. Asmo still able to run away, but Oheb comes in for the triple kill with that flicker. Paranoid doesn't want to leave it at that, though. He goes in for 1v3 play.
my.
A mistake as he gets shut down, and the Maniac has been picked up by Oheb.
What a disaster for Bedel as they went 1-by-1 against Blacklist International. And Blacklist
Blue team
International
turret has
duly
been
punished them for
destroyed.
it. And Oheb gets a 4-kill, a Maniac. I mean, you can't give so much of an early launch pad for this Beatrix. This is a golden Beatrix that really wants those items. Now with the Demon Hunter sword up after 4 kills, he's going to be able to take out the turret. And in a snap, Blacklist International leading by 3,000. All the things that Bedel was doing, was working for in the early stages of the game, just going out from their hands, slipping through their hands in just a snap because of bad decisions when it comes to team fights.
Absolutely, man. But look at this. Paranoid goes in for Wise, but damage comes in, and the death is welcome. We'll be able to connect onto Osmo. Gets picked up. It's going to be Alien next to the chopping block. Gets a knockout strike. Able to defend and run away for now, but not for how long. The damage comes in. The follow-up is there, and that's going to be Osmo and Alien picked up. A 2-0 right now for the side of Blacklist International, pushing themselves to a 4,000 gold lead with the third turtle spawning in that bottom side.
I can't believe that Bedel will just really crumble in this matter of seconds with Blacklist International. We're talking about how systematic Blacklist International is, and we're seeing that in
Red
true
team has
action.
slain the
The
turtle.
control of the map is there. This is like the third turtle that they are able to get. For the early stages of the game, it's not looking good for Blacklist International, but just in a few minutes of the game, I mean, just a few mistakes from Bedel now, it makes it so unplayable for the Fanny. And I'm gonna have to say, Oh My Venus really reserves this Holy Baptism just for Paranoid in teamfights. That's a great decision. Now, there are two problems for Bedel. First is Haji and his damage output, and next is Oheb with his long-range artillery as well. We're not even counting the Aldous yet, man.
Yeah, you can see the frustration in the face of Paranoid just now as he was just chunked to half HP by the sniper. Oheb trying to clear the waves right now, able to get the siege done with the sniper. It is going to be the turret falling down. Edward trying to go for the engage, but in the end, he's just going to zone away the members of Bedel. Blacklist still on that engage, still on that, hard, basically some siege here coming in from the side of Blacklist International, but Bedel, they just have no response. They're just going to clear the waves. That's it. That's all that they can do. Blacklist, once again, invading the enemy jungle, and there's not much Bedel can do right now.
It's gonna be a difficult, again, the jungle choke that Blacklist International did in game number 1. They're doing it versus Bedel this time. And goodbye to your purple buff, Fanny.
Goodbye to your purple buff indeed, man. Blacklist International going in for the purple buff. It's going to be Paranoid jumping out to 4 members, baiting a lot of abilities out, though. This might be the turnaround for the side of Bedel, but no. Blacklist, they play it just so calmly. They know exactly what to do, and they bait out abilities, take away the purple buff. No response. They're going to end up taking the inhibitor. No, the tier 2 turret in the mid lane as well.
Blue team turret has been
You know what they say,
destroyed.
about 7 minutes to 8 minutes, it's Ube time for Blacklist International. They're gonna be grouping up. Maybe the only split pusher will be Wise, and that's not even counted because of the Chase Fate. He can show in team fights for sure. The Barretts will be so beefy in the front lines, going for that attack emblem as well. Both Oheb and Hachi will just stay at back, and Oh My
Blue team
Venus
turret has
will
been
always
destroyed.
just follow where Oheb is. Babysit that gold laner. Make sure that he'll not be gunned upon by the Fanny, and it's gonna be systematic and methodical from this point on.
Absolutely. Again, Edward just being such a nuisance here in the jungle, opening up the map, but far away gets an Abyssal Arrow connected. Alien going for the engage, but that's welcome. Will be able to connect onto Alien. He's going to go in for the flicker. Holy Baptist connects as well. The combo is just there, and that is another kill picked up by Oheb to set up the Lord in the 10th minute here.
Gonna be very easy, Lord Tick. They also spotted out where Paranoid is with the chase phase. And look at Edward just tanking up. Not even careful at this point.
Yeah, but look at that. Real world manipulation will be able to catch Asmo out of the... Oheb almost gets a solo kill. Flickers in for the godlike, and he's going to go for more. Yunchi still able to get away with the second ability, but man, Blacklist from a very, very bad start. They've overcome that adversity, and now they are in with a 7,000 gold lead.
This is huge. Honestly, for Blacklist, this is huge. If they can get a steal here to slow down the game, I don't think it's going to matter too much, especially since Blacklist is so far ahead of the game. But now we can catch on to Wise and things might turn around.
Yeah, things might turn around here. Wise able to dodge everything, though. What was that? It's going to be Paranoid taking out the Lord. It's going to be the Lord steal coming in. Bedel still able to withstand this fight. Oheb going in for Osmo right now as he tries to run away on the back of it all, though. It's going to be Wise jumping in, but the Abyssal Arrow connects, and Faraway gets the pick off. A 1-for-0 as the Lord has been picked up by the Turkish team. Is this the turning point for Bedel?
Not yet, but that is definitely a big win for Bedel. The chain of events is just way too perfect. They were able to fend off Blacklist International, get the Lord for themselves, get a push even, and to top it all off, that Abyssal Arrow to stun Weiss under the turret. That's perfect.
You gotta see this one more time, guys. Honestly, I didn't expect them to actually pull this one off, but Blacklist punished them extremely well. Yunchi taking a full brunt of that damage, thinking that he was gonna die. Nope, turn it around. Even though Blacklist did lose a good number of people, this Lord push is about to turn it around.
Look at this. The turnaround happens, and the Lord will be marching down the top side. Only one lane pushing, though. Will it be enough? Ultimate's being used. Oheb will be able to clear out the minion waves, but the Abyssal Arrow will not be able to connect. Oheb now dashes forward. Real world manipulation and the damage will be enough to take him down. It is going to be Bedel on the back foot as Wise joins in the team fight. Going in for Yunchi, still able to kite away for now. Alien jumps in for the peel, but will it be enough? No is the answer. The shutdown picked up as Blacklist just runs wild on Bedel. Osmo goes in for the peel once again as Alien gets away. Oheb is ready. Will he be able to snipe? He goes in and almost gets the pick off, but clean movement from Alien to get out of that situation. Though Bedel has been able to equalize in turrets.
I am lost for words. However, that's Bedel really disrespecting the defense from Blacklist International. Beatrix is one of the SSSSS here when it comes to defense. Like, you have so much wave clear, so much high ground defense as well. You have your rocket launcher, you have your machine gun. Honestly, so much defense in Oheb.
No, you're absolutely right there. Disrespecting, and more importantly, disrespecting the real world manipulation, thinking that it wasn't going to lock them into place. No, I totally get you, Wolf, but right now, Bedel has a very limited win condition. It's not going to be easy as long as Blacklist International steals away this purple buff from Paranoid.
That's right, I agree. Yep. And that's what really is their focus now.
Absolutely. Abyssal Arrow was able to connect onto Edward, but look at the backside. It's going to be Paranoid doing some damage all the way there. Will be able to take some attention from the team, and that's actually Bedel winning in the trade. The Holy Healing comes in for the additional sustain, but Blacklist has just been pushing that bottom side now. With Wise picking it up, it is going to be not just yet, actually. The minion was not cleared up, so bottom side will still survive for now. Blacklist is trying to play the cross map with that Aldous right now.
We can see the siege from Blacklist International is going to be scary. The 4-man group up, and then, of course, the Aldous is going to be there. E pops up the ultimate.
Yeah, knockout strike being used. It's going to be the Deathless Welcome connected onto Alien. He's going to go and munch him down. The wall has been placed, and that's going to be Alien taken down out of the fight instantly right here. Still able to get away with a flicker, though, somehow. And that is another 0-for-0 trade. Blacklist weren't able to get any objectives or kills on the board for that one. And Bedel are still staying in this game in a 15-minute mark. A win, though. Paranoid goes in very aggressively onto the purple buff. He goes for that retribution, and he actually gets it away from Blacklist. So that's a pretty good play, but now it is going to be another siege happening. Both of the teams just keep on going at it, man.
Yeah, the macro game, look at the Blacklist International slowly moving towards. I mean, they're catching the attention of Bedel, and the real target was for Weiss to get a split push up, and they were able to get a turret up there. And yeah, I think the Blacklist International taking this in the macro game.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to be Paranoid jumping in, trying to deal some damage as far away, and the rest of the team goes and chunks Edward really low. Ohead picks up a kill. Tape kills legendary right there. As far away will be next on the chopping block. Blacklist International, they found the way to end the game. The Lord has spawned, presented to you by TikTok Live, but will it matter? Bedel 3v5 right now in the siege against super long range targets. Oheb on a sniper, Haji with that real world manipulation that is going to be up just in a few seconds. It's going to be Paranoid jumping in all the way to the backside, still dealing a lot of damage on the Haji, and will be able to force him to back away for now. But Wise joins in the fight in one shot. Osmo's next, and that's it. Double kill picks up for the gold laner, and that's going to be Paranoid in the 1v5. Tries to run away, but he gets taken down. Haji picks up the kill, and the base is going to be for the Blacklist International team.
GG. Well played. I don't know, Wolf, as you mentioned, you were lost for words. That was some very, very dirty play coming in from Blacklist International. The micro definitely was on point. The adaptation definitely made the significant difference.